Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Disney Villainous video on Tabletop Simulator. Today I'm going to be playing as Shere Khan from the Jungle Book, and his objective is to defeat Mowgli when there are no fire tokens in his realm, And you're about to find out why. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, I am going to play Shere Khan in the Ancient Ruins so I can gain 3 power. And I'm going to spend 1 just to play this card. And this card is called Hey Cuz. Reveal the top cards until I get an ally, and I can play that ally for free without spending any power. And I have to discard the rest that doesn't have any allies. So, let's check this out. This is an effect. This goes to the discard pile. This one is also an effect. Oh, we got an ally, and it's King Louie. I get to move monkeys to any location in Shere Khan's realm. So, because I don't get to spend power to, because of that effect card that I'm using, I am going to play him right now for free, while the rest will be discarded. And let's see here. I cannot activate his effect until I get some monkeys. So I have a choice to discard the cards, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to draw a card here, and I get this effect. Now it is time to roll the dice. Gotta put this in the middle so I can see. And I end up getting a 3. Just a reminder, 1 through 3 is where I get faded, while 4 through 6, I don't get faded. But at this point, I have to get faded so that I can be able to get Mowgli. So we have the Wolf Pack, which, when it's played, I get to discard a monkeys or an item from their location, which I don't have. King Louie is a type of monkey, but he's not the actual monkeys that the Wolf Pack are looking for. Then we have the Vultures, which when I play this card with another hero, when they are played, the Vultures and 1 hero can move to another location, I believe. But I think I'm going to have to stick with the Wolf Pack, and I'm going to place them right here because I need to defeat them ASAP. And that is it for this turn. We're down to 19. And I think I'm going to have Shere Khan to be in the Wastelands. Yeah, I'm going to have him be in the Wastelands because I need some power. Then I'm going to spend only 1 power just to play this card. And this allows me to discard 3 of the top 3 Fate cards in my Fate deck. And I have to shuffle these cards from the discard pile to the Fate deck. So let's reveal what I could have gotten. Yikes, that's real bad. And I definitely shuffled them, but this is already bad enough. So you're about to find out exactly what these the Red Man Fire does. I'm getting a little bit sidetracked here. Or a little bit disoriented just because I'm trying to say something. Alright, so I managed to play this effect card. And this one right here is, it's me, Shere Khan. I get to move a fire token, which I'm not going to be playing because there is no fire tokens right now. So I'm just going to end the turn by drawing a card, and I got the monkeys, which will come in handy. And now we got to roll the dice. A 4. Whew. So I don't get faded, but I still need Mowgli at this point. So I can be saying, whew, but it is what it is. Okay, next up. I need to vanquish these wolf packs right now, so I'm going to go ahead and go over to the river and have King Louie vanquish the wolf pack because they have 2 strength and he has 5. So he doesn't, I don't think he goes to the discard pile just because he has 5 strength. I think he stays. Then I'm going to have to play a card here, which I'm going to spend 1 power. I'm going to spend 1 power just to have these monkeys around. And now this is where I have to automatically fate myself because I landed on a location that allows me to fate. In the game, if you're playing with other players, you have to fate the other player, not yourself. But I'm playing this solo. So, yeah. So, I am going to go with the... I am going to go ahead and use this. This is an effect. Man's Red Fire. Place a fire token and move a fire token... No, place a fire token or move it to another location. And it's quite obvious that I am going to move it to here. I'm going to move it to here. This is the fire token. You have to remove it at some point. Otherwise, you won't win if you defeat Mowgli while this situation is gone down. So I'm going to draw a card, and that'll be the end of that turn. So we're down to 17, and it is time for me to gain some power right now. Or better yet, move my character. But you know what? I'm not going to do that. Because I'm going to go to the ancient ruins to gain 3 power. Then I'm going to activate King Louie's ability, which is to move my monkeys from here to here. Because remember, well, I forgot to mention this. I have to pay 1 power if you land it on a symbol that involves the active space. The fire token at the location, this location, which is going to be this one since I move it thanks to King Louie, I get to remove all fire tokens from this location, but the catch is these monkeys will be gone. And let's see what I can play right now. You know, since I have 5 power, I'm going to have to play this one, which means all my power will be gone. It says, defeat a hero if Mowgli is in your realm. But if not, find and play him. So I am going to find him. There's a lot of Man Red's Fire. I can't even... I technically says Red Man's Fire, which is not the correct word or sentence to use. My apologies. My mind is not thinking clearly because it's been a while since I played this game. Which of course is Disney Villainous to be precise. I'm going to shuffle them, and then I'm going to place him right over here. I'm going to place him right over here. And this goes to the discard pile. Because there's something that you should know. When Mowgli is played, I can either move or add a fire token in his new location. Since there's one right here, I'm definitely going to have to add another one, which brings 2 fire tokens. Not a good thing, but at least I got Mowgli. So now I have to worry about getting fated. So let's roll the dice. My apologies, I have to stop recording because I reached the 10-minute mark. So let's now officially roll the dice. And it's a 4, which means I don't get fated. Thank goodness. But anyways, let's move on to... This is 16 turns right now. We're down to 16 turns. And Let me think. I think I'm going to go to the Wastelands and gain 2 power. And let's see, what cards should I use? I could use this one just to remove these fire tokens. But I need to save my power. So I need something. Let's see, what's this one? I think I'm going to have to play this one. Because Young and Helpless, what it does is that I get to move a hero to a location with an ally, or I can gain only 1 power for each ally. And since I have 2, this is the best bet. And it's in Shere Khan's realm, so I have nothing to be fussy about. And I could play another card and activate the ability, but I'm not going to just yet right now. I am going to wait for the next turn because my strategy... Ooh! I got another monkey, but I can't play it right now. Not right now. That is it for my turn, and now it's time to roll the dice again. This is what makes me really nervous. And of course, is exactly what I worry about. So I got a 3. Let's see what I get. Well, no fire, none of that fire, red fires yet. But we have he's a friend of mine, or he's my friend. Choose any location in Shere Khan's realm. All heroes gain a strength of 1. And this is the only hero. That means that Mowgli is getting a little bit stronger. So I'm using this card. Now for this one, Tiger by the Tail, you may move any hero to any location. You may move Shere Khan to a location with a hero. Which I'm not going to do that. Which is why I'm using this. It makes things very challenging. But I think I'm going to have to move King Louie on this one because he's the strongest. And that's it on that. Next up, I am going to... I have no choice but to move Shere Khan over here and gain 1 power. Then I'm going to move King Louie right here along with his monkeys. And let's see here. And I'm going to spend 2 power to play this card by moving a fire token. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that if Shere Khan is not in that location. So I don't know what to do. But I know what I can do is to pay 1 power just to play this these monkeys. And now I have to automatically fate myself, which is nerve-wracking because, you know. Uh-oh. That's not good. Man's red fire again. And we also have the wolf pack. When the wolf pack is played, I have to discard a monkey. So I am going to go ahead and place them here, which forces me to discard a monkey to their location, which the wolf pack is in the ancient ruins. And I have to cover this up, but it's very hard to do. So let's pretend it's covered up by the heroes. Alright, so now I get to draw a card, and it's a condition, and we're down to this amount of turns. Okay, let's see. This condition card is where if an opponent takes 3 or more actions on their turn, I have to play this card, which choose up to 3 cards from my discard pile, which is the villain's card discard pile, and shuffle them into the villain's deck, which will come in handy. But right now, let's move forward. I am going to go ahead and head to here to gain 2 power back. Then the next thing that I'm going to do here. Now this is the challenging part. What can I do here? I'm trying to figure out what I should do. I think I'm going to have to spend 2 power to play this. No, what was I thinking? Because Shere Khan has to be in that location. I kind of messed it up, but I have no other ideas of what I'm doing. Wait a minute, I think I have a better idea. I'm going to have to spend only 1 power to activate the monkey's special ability, which is to remove a fire token. And I'm going to remove this one, which is the Vanquish. So they get discarded, and King Louis remains there. And I think that's all I have to do. So I have, let's see. Yeah, that's all I need to do. And now I have to roll the dice. I got a 4, which means I don't get faded, so that's fine. I can't draw cards because the limit is 4 in the hand. Next up, I'm going to have Shere Khan. What to do. I think I'm going to have Shere Khan to go over here. This is going to be very risky. And I'm going to have to spend 2 power. I'm going to have to spend 2 power on this effect card, which is the time that it needs to be done. And the fire token has been removed. Oh, wait a minute. I get to remove all the tokens. Not... Oh my goodness, this is stressful. You know what? My apologies for that error. I'm going to go over here. I don't gain any power, but I do need to discard one of these cards. I think I'm going to have to discard this one. And that's all I need to do. Now I gotta roll the dice. Alright, so I roll a 5, which means I don't get faded. We're down to 12 turns right now. And I need to come up with something very quickly. And I forgot to draw a card, which I'm hoping it's an ally, but it's not. This is a condition, which is how interesting, how delightful. When I play this card, if an opponent performs a play card action, you may do anything, or all of these, collect 1 power, draw 1 card, and move 1 fire token to a new location. Well, there aren't any fire tokens at this point, so I'm going to go over here and gain 2 power that I lost. Then I don't know what to do. I can't discard anything, so I'm going to have to play this. So I'm going to draw 3 cards from the Fate deck to see what I get. And they all go to the discard pile. I got Blue, and I got Bagheera, which they're both heroes. And then I got this effect, which allows Mowgli to become stronger. Hold on, I gotta shuffle these. And it didn't state if it goes on the top or the bottom. I think it goes either way. So that's it for this turn, or at the very least of it. Now let's roll the dice to determine what happens next. And I don't get faded. Good. 11 turns left. And now this is the time where I need to draw a card. And once again, I get nothing. So I'm probably going to have to discard 2 cards since I'm headed to the Ancient Ruins. This is where it gets a little bit stressful. And I cannot play anything because I don't have anything useful. I don't have anything useful at this point. So, and I cannot play or activate either, so that is it. And now, here's the stressful part. See? I told you it's going to be stressful. And now let's see what I get. Uh-oh. I think for the sake of trying to complete this, to complete Shere Khan, I'm going to have to play He's My Friend, which allows the wolf pack and Mowgli to get the strength of +1, which is going to be really, really bad. Then I have to draw a card. I'm expecting an ally, but I'm not getting anything right now, which is very disappointing. Now it's getting a little bit harder. Okay, so now I gotta think of something. I don't want to take the risk, but I have no choice. I'm going to gain 1 power since I'm at the Console Rock, and move King Louis back to the Ancient Ruins, so I can do the Vanquish, but I can't do that right now. Or, better yet, when everyone runs from Shere Khan, is played, performing a... You know what? I might as well do that. But I have to do it on the wolf pack. So I'm going to have to spend 1 power that I gain and use this effect. So I get to destroy the wolf pack. So there you have it. They're gone right now because of this effect and because of Louis. But now here's another problem. I'm going to have to fate myself again without rolling the dice. Because remember, I landed on a location that has a fate symbol. And the wolf pack is added again. But I have to do this. This effect, you may move a hero any location. You may move Shere Khan to a location with a hero. So I'm going to have to move Mowgli. And because he's been moved, there is a fire token right over here. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. However, there's only 1 fire token in that location. So, and not only that, since I took a lot more actions than I expected, I'm going to play this condition card, and I get to choose up to 3 cards from my discard pile and shuffle them into my deck. So, the ones that I choose, so the 3 cards that I choose is it's going to be the 2 monkeys and this. The rest goes right here along with this one. I'm going to put these together. I'm going to put these together, and then I'm going to shuffle them just like that. And there you go. There you go. So I already automatically fate myself. And now I gotta draw 2 cards. And I got the monkeys right away, which could be very helpful. And now I'm down to 9 turns. Okay, next up. Right now my dog is making too much noise and it's distracting me. I'm going to go over here to the Wastelands to gain 2 power. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play... I'm going to spend 1 power to... I'm going to spend 2 power. Even though I just got 2 power. I gained 2 power and I have to spend 1. I have to spend 2, excuse me, just to remove No, it has to be in his location. See, I always keep forgetting this. So, for that, I'm going to have to spend 1 so that these monkeys can do their thing. And I'm probably going to activate their abilities, which is very risky. That means I have to spend 1 power just to activate and remove a fire token, which means that the monkeys goes back to the discard pile. What a shame. What a shame. And I can't play any of these cards right now, so that means I get to draw 1 card and I get an item, which does not help me. But let's roll the dice to find out, and unfortunately I get faded. Already this is about to be very intense. We have the vultures. When Bagheera is played, you may move all heroes and allies from his location to any other location. I think I'm going to have to stick with the vultures right now, because what it does is that when you play this card, if there you play the vultures to a location with another hero. Then what happened was, when it's played, the vultures and the hero, also known as Mowgli, gets to move to the location, which is right here. Hold on. Let's do it like this and like this. There we go. And because Mowgli just moved, that means that another fire token is now in the Council Rock, which is not good. Now we're down to the lowest turns possible, and I need to get here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my apologies on that. We only have 8 turns, and right now I'm going to have to move Shere Khan and activate to move an ally, which is going to be King Louie. And then I'm going to gain 1 power on this. And I certainly cannot play a card, and I certainly cannot fate myself because it's been covered up. Even though it isn't, but it covers... But here's the problem. In this mod, it covers up the whole board. So I don't know what to do about that. So all I can do right now is to pretend like it's covered up. So I don't get faded because of that. So now we're down to 7 turns, and I can't draw any cards, so this is a problem. However, it won't be a problem anymore, because I'm going to go to the rivers and spend 2 power to do this. I'm going to remove a fire token. I'm going to remove a fire token right now, because I need to get this done. Then the next thing that I need to do is I'm going to vanquish. King Louie is going to vanquish the vultures because it has only 1 strength. Now, the only thing that's left is to defeat Mowgli, but I can't do that twice, even if I could. And then I have a choice to either discard or not. But I think I'm going to have to discard this one. Then I'm going to play this card since I took 3 actions. Basically, I get to choose the top 3 cards on the discard pile, and then put it in the deck. I choose this one, and let's see. And probably this one, because I might need this card unless I don't get it. And I'm going to put it on the top of the deck and shuffle it. Just like that. Just to make it a little bit harder. But what makes it even more harder is that I have to fate myself. I wish I shouldn't have, but I have to at this point. It looks like I'm going to stick with He's my friend. And now Mowgli is up to 5 strength. That means he's a little bit even with King Louie. Unless I can have both allies, unless if I get a second ally to help out King Louie. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Excuse me, I gotta draw 3 cards. And yes, I got this one. Alright. So now I'm going to go, hold on. Let's do this way. Now I gotta go over here to gain 3 power. Then what I'm going to do right now is I'm probably going to play this card. I'm gonna play this card right now. I'm going to play this card right now because I need to defeat a hero. The only hero is Mowgli, and he's now gone. And there are no fire tokens, to be precise, so the good news is that, you know, he's gone. And now, with that in mind, that is the end of the game. I defeated Mowgli with the help of this card, of course. Mowgli is in the realm, so I have to use this card. I don't know if that's exactly what it meant, but I'm sticking to it because Mowgli is a hero after all, and he's on the board, so that's that. So, that's it for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to apologize for messing up in this video because it's been a long time since I played Disney Villainous. And the hardest one is going to be King Candy because I tried to attempt to record this, but I have a hard time to figure out what I'm doing or how his mechanics of gameplay works. And because his play piece is a race car, and I have to move into whatever location, even though there's only one, which is the Sugar Rush Speedway, I think. So, it's going to be put on hold for a while because I don't know how to, you know, even if I look at the guide and follow the rules, it's going to be very difficult to understand it at some point. But, enough of my ramblings. I've managed to finish Shere Khan, and I hope you enjoy this video. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Tabletop Simulator content, and I'll see you all next time.